Extinct quanto seria? 이게 아레나 페스티벌 타겟팅 그런 거라고 내가 물어봤거든.
아니야,
그래서
보내도
이렇게
돼.
No, Mimi is a nerd. She was taking.
Ciao bello. Ciao. Thank you.
We don't know Zika, right?
Yeah, otherwise it's kind of.
So still, there's a lot of countries there. South.
And some rest. So usually the hyperemia is very fast. Usually it's 5 to 10 days, and the athletes give up to 100.
I hate, I love you. Yeah, you make it so hard for me, to move on and let go. Play right now.
It was like a seafood place. It was at the hospital. Right at the corner.
Yeah.